Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing today? This is the webinar that we'll be talking about e-commerce, Amazon secrets. It's going to be totally awesome. We're about a couple minutes away for the webinar to begin. If you're just logging in right now, my name is Adana Morel. I'm on the Ecom Slayers webinar. We'll get started in about 1:30. I'm so elated to have you guys here. Just going to wait for a couple more minutes until people get settled in. For the late seaters, we'll just wait a couple more minutes before they arrive, and then we'll start the webinar. I'm so excited to have you guys here. This is going to be an awesome webinar. You're going to learn a lot. And this information that you will receive today, you can definitely implement into your own business. This is just not for Amazon. This is for also Shopify. This is for WooCommerce. This is for eBay. This is for Pinterest. This is for Etsy or any other e-commerce platform that I have not called. This method can be used for any e-commerce platform that you're currently working on. And for a couple of people that came on just now, my name is, if you don't know who I am, my name is Adana Morel. This is the Ecom Slayers webinar, and tonight we'll be discussing ecom secrets. We're going to wait a couple more minutes until more people come on, and then we'll begin. But I'm definitely excited to have you guys on here, so we can get started, and you guys can definitely get some massive sales into your e-commerce store. Again, this is not just for Amazon. This method can be used for any other e-commerce websites or platforms such as Etsy, Pinterest, Shopify, Amazon, WooCommerce, and any others that I cannot think of, Bonanza, any other e-commerce platform where you can sell comfortably in the comfort of your home. This method will work for any e-commerce platform that you're currently working on. Just going to wait a couple more minutes until a few more people get settled in, and then we will begin. Even though that the webinar started a minute ago, I'm still going to wait a couple more minutes, about 2-3 minutes, and then we're going to get started. Hope you guys are excited as I am. I'm excited to share my information with you so that way you guys can grow and you guys can become financially free. No more 9-to-5s. No more complaining. No more working paycheck to paycheck. What we're looking for is for you guys to be, of course, become financially free, and that you guys are able to spend more time with your family and your friends, your loved ones, and so forth and so forth. Have a lot of freedom and not be so held down by corporate America. All righty, guys. Again, for the people that's just coming on, hey, everyone. My name is Adana Morel. You're on the Ecom Slayers webinar. If you're just logging in, we're just waiting a few more minutes, maybe about a minute or two, just waiting for people to come on. Again, what I'm going to share with you is information that you can definitely apply to your e-commerce platforms today. This is not just for Amazon. This is for also Etsy. This is for Pinterest. This is for WooCommerce, Shopify, any other e-commerce platforms that have not been mentioned. But this information is definitely going to take you, definitely create some sales into your store, which is the goal for tonight and the other days ahead. All right, guys, so let's get started. So first, I would like to thank you for joining in on this free webinar. The information that you're going to receive tonight definitely will allow you to be able to create massive sales in your stores today and any other day. So thank you for being here. My name is Adana Morel, and you are on the Ecom Slayers free webinar tonight. And we're going to discuss a few tricks and tips that I use that have created me $100,000 in 60 days. So if you guys are ready, go ahead and type in 1 into the chat box. Okay, awesome. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Okay, so this webinar tonight is named basically how to instantly earn 100K in 60 days on your Amazon store without you personally using Google. Everyone uses Google for everything, research, to buy things, to do home, to look up apartments, to look for jobs. Everyone uses Google for everything. But in this instance, I'm going to show you how to make 100K without using Google. My goal is to definitely help as many people as I can. My goal is to definitely create financial freedom for a lot of families. In this day and age, 2017, there are a lot of families that are struggling. They're a 2-parent household. Sometimes there are 3 or 4 adults in the household, and they still cannot combine. They cannot afford the living necessities that they need to get by. So my goal is to definitely help as many people, as many families, as many individuals, as many people as I can gain financial freedom. Now, if you stay to the end, I definitely have a goodie for you. And that goodie will definitely I will show you how to get access to one of my main known merchants that everyone uses. And that definitely will help you with sales in your store. So what makes this different? What makes this different from other Amazon sellers or just e-commerce sellers in a whole? There's a certain method that I use with a lot of course, trial and error. And with this trial and error, it has definitely spiked a lot of sales within my store in a very, very, very short period of time. So what makes this different? Now, a lot of people follow this method. A lot of people are leaving a lot of money on the table. So if you use this method, you will definitely stick out from your other competitors. So my name is Adana Morel. I'm the empress of getting access to well-known manufacturers and suppliers, such as Hoover, such as Panasonic, such as Samsung, such as what else is there? Nintendo, Barbie, Mattel, et cetera, et cetera. I have 3 successful stores on Amazon that all have surpassed 100K in 60 days. I have 3 children, so each store represents my child. So that's why I have 3 stores. And they all have surpassed 100K in 60 days. My clients that have worked with me have made over 100K in their stores using my methods. And I've helped a lot of people gain financial freedom using this method. Over 6 figures of my Amazon store, over 6 figures of Amazon sales with my stores. And that took me 60 days for each store. Each new store that I created, it took me about 60 days to hit 100K with the stores. I've definitely done a lot of things right, such as I got married, I went to school, I had children, I was an upright citizen doing everything that I was supposed to do the right way. And then I done a lot of things wrong. I settled for mediocrity. I was only making $16 an hour at my last position before I decided to take the jump. And that equals to about maybe $480 a week. Monthly, that was about maybe $13, maybe $1,400 per month. and I still wasn't able to get by. I had a lot of bills, had a lot of debt. Almost my car was almost repossessed. I was almost homeless. I had to eat from the food, had to get food from the food shelter. Just basically just thinking everything is okay. I basically settled. And then one day I just got tired of it. And I said, you know what, this is enough. I need to do something differently. This is not working. I have a master's degree. No one is giving me the pay that I definitely deserve. I have all this experience. It's not working. I need to look for something else. So that's when I stumbled upon Amazon. And then I just took off from there, did a lot of research on my own, paid for some trainings, etc. And that's how I took off on my own. Now, after doing this for 4 years, I'm getting ready to give you the tea. And with my tea, I love honey and I love croissants. So I'm about to give you the business, about to give you the tea as to what I've been doing for the past 4 years. Basically, it's how to increase my sales with the simple tool that I use daily. Noticing that a lot of e-commerce owners are leaving a lot of money, a lot of money on the table. And how I increased my sales within hours once I started implementing the method that I've discovered. So the bad thing is I discovered this the hard way. But on the flip side for you, you get to cheat off for me and you get the easy way. Think of when you're back in high school or elementary school, you want to sit next to the smartest kid. And this kid always finishes everything like within 5-10 minutes and everyone is still struggling with their math problems or spelling words or whatever the case may be. And everybody wants to sit next to the child because they always get their work done. And every time they do it, it's correct. So basically, I'm the student that everyone wants to be around, and you guys are going to have a chance to cheat off of me and get some information, some vital information that can definitely help you get on your feet. Or if you're already in the game, help you create even more more sales within your store. Here is the hard way. This is me. This is Judge Judy. I love Judge Judy. I love her impressions, her facial expressions. I love everything about her. Here's the hard way. I watch YouTube. I'm a researcher. I love to research things. You tell me one thing, I have to go and I have to check for myself to make sure that information is correct, what you gave me. So I'm always researching. I watched on YouTube videos. I had little to no information. I've watched endless hours upon hours looking for information about Amazon when I first began, and I was not able to get anything. Small little things, minute things, but it wasn't enough information for me to become successful the way I wanted to become successful. I was given wrong information. A lot of people deter me from the right information. I kept asking people who were doing well, what's your secret, or what do I need to do, or could you help me? I always was kind of snuffed. Basically, you didn't have if you didn't have any cash, I couldn't really help you. So I was very determined, and I decided, I said, you know what, I'm gonna have to figure out a different avenue because my family is counting on me to make a different lifestyle for us. So I finally, every time I received a no, I will continue to go to maybe another person or may come back around, say, hey, could you help me? Do you have time? Et cetera, et cetera. And eventually someone did reach out to me and they did help me. Also, researching Google hours on hours only to hit dead ends. Like I said, everyone use Google for everything, for researching of a house and an apartment, for jobs, for groceries, for cell phones. Google is everyone's best friend. And anytime somebody asks you, hey, can you tell me where this is, blah, 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 use Google. Everyone uses Google for everything. But I found in my research for this particular method that when I used Google, it took me hours upon hours to find the information that I was looking for. So, do you want the easy way that does not require you to jump through several hoops to just increase your sales by 10,000 per weekly? If so, go ahead and type in heck yeah into the chat box. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So, in the past 14 days, I've made over 30,000 of pure profit That is money that is cold, hard cash. That is mine. I don't have to share with anyone. I don't have to share with Amazon. That money is completely mine for me and my family. So just want to give a disclaimer that my results are not typical, but I will walk you through a specific method that I'm using currently that is earning me huge sales and numbers right now. My results are certainly not typical again, and the average person who attends any training gets 0 results. However, I am very happy to show you exactly what's working for me for free to you. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It definitely is a process, and you have to follow the process. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Follow the process. If someone gives you information, they tell you to follow it that certain way, go ahead and follow it that certain way. Don't change anything. Don't tweak anything. Don't do anything a different way. Follow it exactly. If it's working for them and they're giving you the information, trust that the information is correct and go ahead and implement the information the way that they gave it to you. So the 3 secrets. Secret number 1 is I can make more in one day selling name brand items than I can in a month selling normal products. So for instance, a name brand product, for instance, may be a Samsung TV versus a normal product may be like a up and coming product or a no name brand product or not a well-known product. I'm just going to say maybe, I'm going to make up something. Maybe a water chest. I'm just making that up. Maybe a water chest. I definitely can make more with like Samsung and Hoover and Panasonic and those really strong branded names that everyone uses on a daily basis. Number 2, I don't personally have to work with third-party stores anymore. And when I mean third-party stores, I mean stores such as Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, Macy's, Boscov's. Those are considered third-party stores, and I'll explain why in a bit. And secret number 3, I only need one method to make this work. If you're following along with me, go ahead and press 4 into the chat box. Okay. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Let me just double check and see. Okay, awesome. Whoops. All right, secret number 1 is that I can make more in one day selling name brand items than I can in a month selling normal products. So here is the method to secret 1. You have to buy very, very, very low, and you have to sell very, very, very high. And what I mean by that is basically when you buy very low, meaning you buy very low in price. And when you sell very high, you want to up the price as much as you can so you can gain a massive profit from that sale. Secret number 2, I don't personally have to work with third-party stores anymore, such as Walmart or Target, Toys R Us, Boscov's, Macy's, etc., etc. So secret number 2 is, the answer to secret number 2 is you have to think like Walmart. Where do they get their supplies of goods from? And always think like a conglomerate store. If you don't know what conglomerate means, it just means like a huge, massive, well-oiled, refined store that are making a lot of money. Like Walmart, for instance, is a billionaire store, and Amazon as well makes $1 billion per year. So those are conglomerate stores. Secret number 3, I only need one method or tool to make this work. And the answer to that is Walmart is a $1 billion company that uses the same exact method that I use. So the experiment that I've used, the old model, is basically buying products from third-party stores, which is a bad idea, in my opinion. You're only saving pennies. Why save pennies when you can save dollars? The new model, you pay pennies on a dollar for the same merchandise Walmart has through suppliers. Now here's the old model. Limited inventory through Walmart. So let's say you were to go to the store and you see something that you really think is going to sell really well, and they may only have one or two products, and it's a really good selling, top selling hot product. When you go through Walmart, you're only getting a small profit because it's going through Walmart. So here's an example. You have a Star Wars bed set for $29.99, but you sell it on Amazon for $20, and it results in a $9.99 profit before fees. Keep in mind that Amazon takes out fees for each sale you receive. You can drop ship from Walmart, but Walmart's logo will be on there. A lot of people are starting to get hip to products, third-party products, or drop shipping their products coming from other stores, and they're starting to realize what's going on, and they don't like it. They frown upon on it. So here's the new model. Here's the results for the new model. If you decided to go this way, there's endless amount of inventory. You can have excess amount up to 1,000 or 220,000 if it's in hot products. You gain crazy huge profits if you work directly with suppliers. So instead of you working with Walmart, X Walmart out and go directly to the suppliers. For example, you have the Graco baby car seat, which is selling for $150. But you sell on Amazon for $400, and you're resulted in a $250 profit before fees. Now, the suppliers, so say you went through the Graco supplier, they will drop ship to your customer as well, and they will have the company's name. So if you had a store and I was your customer and I bought the Graco baby car seat from you, you're going to go with your supplier, and the company's actual name, which is Graco, is going to be sent to my home, which in return, in all, makes it more feasible and definitely more trustworthy of your customers. So imagine if you were selling 10 of this per day. 250 times 10 will equal 2,500. Or imagine if you were selling 100 of this per week. 250 times 100 equals 25,000. So imagine the endless amount of profit. This is profit. Imagine the unlimited amount of profit that you can make if you were to sell this particular item. This is not real live numbers. This is just fictional numbers that I just made up, so you could just kind of get an idea as to how it works. Okay, so if you so far liked everything that you heard, go ahead and click 3 into the chat box. Okay, awesome. All right, awesome. So if you stay to the end of the webinar, would you like to see how to gain access to Hatchimals, which is Spin Master? If so, go ahead and put 5 into the chat box. Okay. So here's an example of Hatchimals. Hatchimals was deemed one of the top selling products of 2016 and of 2017. These are real numbers here. I looked up this information beforehand and wanted to kind of give you an idea as to what is the potential sales you can make if you were to have access to this particular supplier. So for instance, 68 of these toys, these Hatchimal egg toys, sold today. You received the product from the supplier for $25 and you sold 68 of these products. You're getting $1,700 in profit daily today. Now imagine if you were getting $1,700 weekly, 1,700 times 7, that'd be $11,900 per week profits. Now imagine you were selling this on a weekly basis times 4. you can actually make up to almost close to 50,000 per week in profits, cold cash in profits. So if you guys like what you see, go ahead and click yes into the chat box. All right, awesome. Awesome. So, disposable income. Now, everyone definitely has disposable income. Everyone gets a paycheck either on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis, monthly basis, somehow, some way, everyone receives checks. And when you receive that check, you get a percentage of it, and it goes to like the movies, out to dinner, to buy shoes, to buy clothes, etc., etc. What I'm asking you to do is sometimes, the money that you're taking out to go out to eat or to the movies, that's not really helping your situation. I'm asking you to make an investment on yourself, because the money that you put into this definitely can turn into more money. Who doesn't like more money? You start with a little bit of money and you turn that little bit of money into even more money and more money and more money. Now, poor people, don't take this the wrong way, but poor people buy liability, such as cars and things that disappear. But rich people, they buy assets. They put their money into investments, which makes them more money and more money and more money. So investing your disposable income into an asset and definitely make an investment. So within the past half hour, would you agree it's been the time well spent so far? Go ahead and type yes into the chat box. Awesome. Now, can't cover everything you need in this webinar, even if we had all day. So I have a special offer so you can get everything you need to know. Listen up. And if you act fast, I'm going to give you a very special deal. Just remember, old habits die hard. Once someone is stuck with just one particular habit that they keep doing on a day-to-day basis, it's very hard to let go. But you'll be thrilled to know that you can change. Things can change. So here's some testimonials from my clients that have worked with me. $4,000 in one day. This other individual made $3,000 in a day, and then you have another one. She's made over $8,000 in a day. What you're going to get? You're going to get how to set up your Amazon store, complete training, drop shipping, and FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. There are two methods. Well, there are three methods that you can use when you're making sales on Amazon. Get access to some suppliers to help you get started. And I'm not talking about a rinky-dink suppliers that no one has heard of. I'm talking about really known name brand suppliers that definitely can help you create massive sales quickly. I'm going to give you the script. There's a certain way or a certain jargon that you have to use when you are communicating with these potential suppliers. I'm going to give you a tool that is used to directly contact your suppliers. And that total so far is $8,991. But don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. I'm not pricing that at $8,991. So who has this work for? This has worked for families, single people, millennials who are tired of their 9-to-5, people with health issues, people who are tired living paycheck to paycheck, entrepreneurs, e-commerce owners. Here we are, families that depend on one another. Sometimes there are 3 and 4 adults in the household, as I stated before, and they're not able to get by because there's just too much financial restraint that is going on. So families definitely, families that I've worked with in the past definitely have taken advantage of new opportunities to bring them financial freedom. Singles. Even though you're single, you don't have responsibilities. There's some that still cannot pay their bills. They have a lot of issues. They have a lot of problems. They have to borrow from parents. They have to borrow from grandparents. They have to borrow from friends. They can't seem to keep up with their bills. Millennials now are starting to change the way things are. A lot of millennials do not like 9 to 5. A lot of millennials love the idea of freedom, financial freedom, freedom to do anything they want. Not having to listen to a boss tell them what to do 8 hours per day, or when to take lunch at 12 o'clock. Millennials like to do things on their own. Also, people with ailments. I've helped individuals who had AIDS. I have an individual who had fibromyalgia, who had multiple sclerosis. I even helped individuals who had lupus and many, many other ailments. I've even helped people who are tired living paycheck to paycheck. Now, this is a true statement here. 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Why would you want to live paycheck to paycheck when there are massive amounts of different opportunities out there for you to create massive income for even just yourself or for your family? I've even helped entrepreneurs who are beginners, entrepreneurs who are intermediate, even entrepreneurs who are advanced. Even though you're advanced, that does not mean you know everything. One entrepreneur to another entrepreneur may know something, and that one little something that they know can definitely increase their sales in their store. I've also helped e-commerce owners, beginners, intermediate, advanced, same thing. Beginners who don't know which way to go, who may need some guidance. Intermediate, they know what they're doing, but they still want some assistance. And even advanced, who know a lot, but that one little thing that they may not know can definitely set them apart from other competitors. So which one category resonates with you? Are you within the e-commerce? Are you within the family? Are you within the single? Are you a millennial? Which one resonates with you? Go ahead and write that in the chat box. Which one resonates with you? All right, let's see. All right. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Okay, awesome. So I had two choices. I could go cheap as possible and try to sell as many as possible, but it wouldn't incentivize me to really stack the value if I would have went as cheap as possible. So my second option requires a little higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee your success. Here's some testimonials from my clients and from myself. This is me. This is my store. This is what I've made back in April. Of course, this has changed, but I've made over $303,000 in one of my stores, 1 out of 3 of my stores. And this is from one of my clients who had just recently started with me. He made this on the first day. It was close to midnight, so that's why I say 7 days and not today. But he has made at least one sale so far. When he began with me, he had made that sale within the first 2 days of training. So what you're going to get is you're going to get how to set up your Amazon store, complete training, which is both FBA and drop shipping. And that's valued at $1,400. You're going to get access to some suppliers. It's going to help you get started. That's at $2,900 value. You're going to get the script. There's a certain way that you have to speak with these suppliers when you're trying to establish a rapport or you're trying to gain access into their inventory. I'm going to give you a tool that is used directly to contact suppliers. So instead of you going through Google and researching hours upon hours upon hours, you can use this tool that's going to directly cut all that time in half, and you can speak directly to the suppliers. And that value is at $8,991. So here's bonus number one. You get a half an hour of my one-on-one coaching that is priced at $19.97. But just be aware that this is the bonus is for the first 30 people. Bonus number two, you get a list of trained virtual assistants, which are VAs that you definitely can select to help you create massive sales within your store. This bonus is for the first 20 people. Notice with virtual assistants, in order for your store to gain a lot of momentum quickly, you have to have other people to help you. You cannot run a store or a business by yourself. You have to help. You have to hire help. And with these virtual assistants, they're already trained. They know what they're doing, and they definitely bring in the bucks for you. So what you're going to get is you're going to get how to set up your Amazon store complete training from FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon, and also drop shipping, which is at a $1,400 value. You're going to get access to some suppliers to help you get started. That's at $2,900. I'm going to give you the script, which is needed to when you're speaking to these suppliers. There's a certain way that you have to speak when you're trying to gain access to their inventory. I'm going to give you a tool that is used to directly contact suppliers, which is $3,500 value. Bonus one is 30 minutes of direct one-on-one coaching, and that value is at $19.97. And a list of trained virtual assistants that you can select to help you create massive sales. And this total value is at $11,985. Now, if all this did was finally make your business profitable, would it be worth it? Yes or no? Type yes or no into the chat box. Awesome. Okay. Now, if all this did was to give you the kick in the butt to finally get you moving, would it be worth it? If all this did was to give you $5,000 in sales daily and weekly, would it be worth it? Now, what's one supplier worth to you? One supplier, maybe $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, or even more. How much would you pay to gain $5,000 per day or $10,000 per week? Here's another client of mine that has made over $62,000, and this was back in February, so he's already surpassed the $100,000 mark. But just to kind of give you an idea as to what my clients have been creating within their stores. Now, if you were to purchase this training, then you'll be able to make massive sales just as the other testimonials posted. Now you can see why it's a good deal at $5,000, $19.97 for the general public. But because you're special, you can get started now for just $997 today. Also, I'm going to include bonus number 3, liquidation suppliers. That is worth $1,900. But this bonus is just for the first 10 people. So you can get started today for just $997. You can go ahead and click the button below, or you can sign up. Now, if you had two choices, first option, you do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free, or option 2, you pony up this small investment today compared to all the value that you'll get in return, and just give it a shot. Now, if it works, great. If it works, that's great. But if it doesn't, just ask for your money back and you'll get it right back. So there's a 14-day guarantee. You sign up today, and if you don't like it for any reason, no matter the time, the day, as long as it's before 14 days, you just let me know. You'll definitely get your money back. Now, the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to definitely check this out, which I believe it will, and it definitely will pay for itself in no time. So here's the tale of two people. Here's this timid, scary individual that does not want to take that leap of faith. But on the right-hand side, you have Superwoman who wants to take control and wants to jump out and take that leap of faith and take action right now. Which one are you? Well, let me show you what to do next. Go ahead and click the link, make an investment, start working with me, and let's get you to financial freedom. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get how to set up your Amazon store, complete trading with FBA fulfilled by Amazon and drop shipping, which is valued at $14.97. You're going to get access to some suppliers to help you get started. That's at $2,900. I want to give you the script. There is a certain way that you have to speak to these suppliers, potential suppliers, in order for them to allow you access to the inventory. You're going to get a tool that is used directly to contact their suppliers. That's at $3,500. Bonus one is 30 minutes of direct one-on-one training. Bonus two is a list of trained virtual assistants that you can select to help you create massive sales. And bonus three is access to liquidation suppliers, which is a total value of $13,982. Now, if you don't sign up immediately, reason number one, I really believe, is that you may not have time. Or reason number two is you're just completely scared. You don't want to take that leap of faith. Or number three is you love being you don't like change. You love your job. It's boring. It's, you don't like money. You just want to remain where you are. So basically, I'm nothing special. I personally do not like getting items from Amazon store, through Walmart, Target, etc., because I love to save money. I'm very frugal and I love to save money. I personally love getting more bang for my buck. You can spend countless hours trying to do it the hard way, or you can bypass all of that and you can just follow what I've done. So I've spent the last 3 years of trial and error to discover the secrets that I'm going to give you today for a small investment. Here's what you're going to get. How to set up your Amazon store, complete training, FBA, and drop shipping, access to some suppliers to help you get started, give you the script, which allows you to get past the gatekeeper, so that way you can get access to the inventory, a tool that is used directly to contact these suppliers. Bonus one, you get 30 minutes of direct one-on-one coaching. Bonus two, you get a list of trained virtual assistants that you can select to help you create massive sales. And bonus three, you get access to liquidation suppliers, which is a total value of $13,982. Now, the first 10 people that sign up will get access to wholesalers that I use, and that's currently at a $19.97 value. So get started today for $9.97. You can go ahead and get started. You can sign up below. And if you have any questions, I'll stay on for a few minutes and I'll answer your questions. So let's see. Let's look at the questions and see what they have. Let's see. Any questions? Okay, no questions. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this training. I don't see any questions. All right, guys, I'm logging off. If there's any other questions, you could definitely reach out to me. My Facebook group is called Ecom Slayers. Go ahead and invite yourself in and join into the group so you can get secrets and tips for everyday, so that way you can make sales on an everyday basis. All right, guys, take care.